In this particular video, we will be talking about the isometric view for this particular question. All three views has been given. By only two views, we can understand, by using the center line, we can understand this side the circular part is there like this. When we see from this side, so we can assume that we can understand that. So only if two views has been given, then from that also we can understand by considering this center line that circular object is there. So first step is to go for the box. The box size will be over here. This is our front view, this is our side view, and this is our top view. When we see from the top, this particular surface we are getting, the front view will come below and top view will go on the upper side in third angle method, and side view will always lie in left or right of the front view. So we will go for the box. So if we observe this front view and side view, so this particular length is 50 plus 25, which is equal to 75. This particular length is 50, and the height will be always given by side view or front view, that is 35 plus that this is 25, 60 millimeter. So the box size we have finalized, that is 75 by 50 by 60. So first we will draw a horizontal line, and we will mark a point on that horizontal point, and with the help of protractor we will mark the point at an angle 30° on both sides and at an angle 90°, and simply we will draw from here. We have the vertical line, we know the dimension, that is 75 by 50 by 60. So we will be marking 75 over here, this is 75. We will mark 50 millimeter on this side, this is 50 millimeter, and the height is 60 millimeter. We will draw the vertical line passing through this point and passing through this point. You have to put a normal pressure while rolling the roller scale, simply a normal pressure. So this is how we have completed with the box of size 75. This is 75, this is 50, and this is 60. So we have completed with the box. So this is how we have completed with the box of size 75 by 50 by 60 mm as per the given particular question. This is 75, this is 50, and the height is, total height is 60 millimeter. So this much part we have completed. Now we will go for this particular surface and this particular surface. So this is a circular part, so for that we will be locating the square. and again this is a circular part. So for this part also we'll be locating the square, and this height is 15 mm. This height is 15 mm. Okay, we'll be locating this particular square and we'll be locating this particular square, and we'll be making this semicircle. This semicircle. While making this semicircle, we will be making this particular object. While making this, we will be making this particular object, and at the end we will go for this rib or web part. So let us locate this particular rectangle and this particular rectangle, where we can say not a rectangle because the sides will be same, and the side will be 50 by 50 on both the sides. This is 50 and this is 25, and the height is 15 mm. So locate that 15 millimeter properly. Then draw the parallel line by using this line and by using this line. Now from here also we will be marking the 15 millimeter from both the sides. So wherever this intersects, locate that point and complete this 15 mm. Now we have to come below from this particular point and we have to draw the parallel line. So this is how we have located the square, how we will be locating the square, and draw the line passing through this point and that will be intersecting over here only. Now we can locate the square easily. Okay, now the surface is available on this surface, and on this surface we want to work. Now we can locate the square of 50 by 50 on both the sides. So this is 50 millimeter. This is 50 millimeter. So square corners are this one, this one, this one. These are the four corners of the square. Now locate the midpoints of these squares, like 25 millimeter, like 25 millimeter, like from here also this is 25 mm, and this side, all the sides midpoint we require. So mark the midpoints. Now the smaller diagonal is this one, so simply we have to join the smaller diagonal points with the midpoint of the sides, like this for locating the center. So this is how we have marked and we have located the center. So these are the centers. Okay, this is one center, this is second center, this is the third center, and this is the fourth center. We have four centers. As per the requirement, we will be using the centers. We require this one center and we require this one center first, and we require this second center for drawing the circle. Now we will be taking one as a center and from here to here as a radius, and we will drawing this particular circle, and 2 as a center, and this much from here to here as a radius. I will be marking this particular arc. Now you can see how I am taking the distance. Now you can see what center and what distance I have taken. Okay, this much radius I have taken. So you can see this arc I will be making from here to here. I will be making the arc. Now you can see how I am making the arc, and by using this center and this much as a radius, you can see I will be making the arc from here to here. You can see from this point to this point. So you can see, simply join. And one more thing, at the same time we have to go below, go on that side by the 15 millimeter. So this is that particular line, center number 2. So we'll be marking 15 mm on this particular 15 mm, and here let us mark 15 millimeter. So this is how we have marked 15 millimeter. Same radius will be taking, same radius, you can see same radius I have taken. Okay, this center I have shifted on this side. So I'll be drawing the arc by using this as a radius, this particular radius which we have shifted 15 mm on this side, this particular side to be darkened. And we have to draw the parallel line over here. So this is how we have completed the upper part. You can see this upper part we have completed like this. Now similarly on this side we will be drawing this particular circle. Now again we will locate the square for drawing the circle, and that will be of 50 by 50. So this is 50 mm. Again I have to locate the square. So now the square corners are, these are the 4 corners. I have to mark the midpoint again for locating the centers. So at a distance of 25, on all the sides. At a distance of 25 from all the sides. So midpoints has been marked. Now we'll be selecting the smaller diagonal. So this is the smaller diagonal points. We'll be joining all those points. With the midpoints which we have marked on all the sides of square. So this is the center we are getting. Okay, this is one of the center, this is another center, but what center we require? This as a center and this as a center. This is our center number 1, this is our center number 2 for drawing this particular arc. Now we will be taking the radius from here to here, this much radius, and we will be making this arc, and from here to here this much as a radius and 2 as a center, we will be making this particular arc. And at the same time we have to go below by 15 millimeters. So we will go below by 15 mm at the same time by 15 mm same time for the bottom surface. So let us mark this 15 mm also at the same time. This is 15 mm, again this is 15 mm. So we'll come below by 15 mm by marking the same radius. So how much radius will be taking from here to here? This much radius will be taking and one as a center, and we're making the arc like this. Now you can see, okay, this much radius I have taken and I am making the arc. And we have to come below by 15 mm and we have to draw the same circular arc by taking the same radius. Now this as a radius and this much as a center, this much radius and 2 as a center. Now you can see this radius, similarly by coming 15 mm below, which we have marked over here, this much as a radius we have to take and we have to join from this point to this point. So this is how we have to join. We have completed with the bottom surface, bottom part we got. Simply we can dark this particular part as we have completed. So we can dark once completed. Now we can directly go for the web. This rib part, the thickness is 10 mm from here to here, that is 10 mm, and the distance, this is 10 mm, this is 10 mm. So from here this is 10 and this is 10. So we can directly locate it by the midpoint. Okay, this is a midpoint which we have marked, and of this we don't have the midpoint, so we have to mark the midpoint. This is 25. We have marked the midpoint, so we have to draw the parallel line passing through that midpoint. Okay, we want midpoint over here, we have that midpoint on the bottom side, that is not required. We have to mark 10 millimeter. Again we have to mark 10 mm. Again we have marked this 10 mm. Now we have to locate that 5 mm from both the sides. And locate that 5 mm from both the sides so that we can simply join. And directly join the located points. You have to rough this particular part which you have darkened. So this line will come till here and this line will come till here only. Then after, what is required? We have to come below like this. And we have to make this particular part. And we have to dark this particular. So this is how we have completed that web part. This particular part we have completed. This particular web part we have completed. You can see this particular part, and we have completed this particular surface and this particular surface. So this is how we have been given the front view or side view, front view or top view. With the help of this center line, we have to identify this particular circle. Over here all the three diagrams has been given, so that becomes much more clear. But if only two views has been given, so with the help of this particular center lines, we have to identify, yes, the circular part will be there on the upper side or on that particular side. So we have to understand, we have to increase the imagination power. So as per the given top view, front view or side view, we have completed the isometric view. So this is how we complete the isometric view.